Let's talk about watchability, man. I did my video about a week or so ago of me saying the teams that are going to be most watchable to me. I'm curious what y'all got. Who are y'all 5 most watchable teams going into the season?
So I made a list. So number 5 for me was the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
I just want post Clay. I think this is going to be a team that I'm very intrigued on and watching how they play without Klay Thompson being in the system. Also, just seeing Steph Curry coming out here and playing with that chip on his shoulder. No Klay Thompson. He kind of got to carry this whole team. It's going to be fun watching him doing that. And also just seeing Draymond be locked in and being on the court. This team is significantly better with him on the court. So I would just love to see that. And then also I just love their pieces. I love the jump shot from Kyle Anderson. It's looking smooth. There's no hitch in it. He's shooting it off the dribble comfortably. It's like he went there and they shooting coaches just didn't. They helped him.
Their shooting coach is
Steph
Curry.
If he turns around his
shooting coaches,
if he turns around his
shots
shooting in just like 1 year, not just one off season, where was this? However, X amount of years ago, because Kyle Anderson's had the same slow jumper since he came in.
That's funny. Steph Curry got his own little office. He's like, come here. Just look, you see what you're doing right there? Eliminate that.
I just think of that Lil Yachty meme where it's Lil Yachty and Lil Durk, and he's showing on the computer, and Lil Yachty like, oh.
No, that's Young Thug.
Oh.
That is.
It is. That's Lil Durk and Young Thug, right?
Yeah.
Yachty got one of them too.
Houston Rockets for me. I love the Houston Rockets. Last year I watched a bunch of their games. I think I'm going to continue that trend. Another year for these young guys. Some of these guys are now paid. You add Reed Shepherd in there. They're just fun because they defend, and then they turn that defense into offense. And they got guys that could do a lot of different things. I'm excited to see Tari Eason healthy. I'm excited to see some more minutes for Ken Whitmore. The only thing that I'm not jealous of is Ime having to dice up those minutes, man. It's a tough little job.
That rotation's going to be
a tough job.
But if it's one coach I know he gonna find his favors, it's Ime. Ime gonna play his rotation.
That's the scary part of it all. You start off first week if you Amin Thompson's gonna be safe regardless, but you one of the fringe guys, and you don't start off hot. You might sit your ass down for a minute.
Yeah, and unless somebody get hurt, and now you got to come back in and but I think Cam Whitmore is going to be very exciting this season. The team was they were at the top of my list too, just because of Cam Whitmore. I love Alpy. Jalen Green just got his extension. I was projecting him to have to come in and prove it. But now he got it. He's still going to come out and play because he don't want to get this bag and then all of a sudden you ain't able to get it again. So and then just seeing everybody. I think Alperen Sengun is going to take another step. I thought we saw him last year do a good job of being a good facilitator, but also a good scorer. He was a double machine. Him and Fred VanVleet 2-man game. When you talk about those last 5 minutes of the game was so elite. I used to love watching that. They got so many different things that you are intrigued in. And
they're your top 5 as well.
Yeah,
interesting. I love the State Warriors.
The defensive part of that team is also very fun to watch because you wouldn't consider them a lockdown team. But they managed to be a top 5 defense just by committee and by team and just right schemes from E-Man. Like that's always so fun.
Those are my low-key favorite defensive-oriented teams because there are some players you're like, okay, Bam Adebayo, he's the catalyst for this defense. Rudy Gobert, he's the catalyst for this defense. A team like that, you can kind of look at a couple different people, and it's more like being on a string as a defensive
It's like
team.
And they don't even have
the
Magic as well. I love that.
They don't have that crazy anchor defensively. Alperen Sengun is a dude that they question his defense, but he's anchoring a top 5 defense. Yeah. So he's obviously ain't that bad.
Same thing with Vucevic from 2 years ago.
That's true.
Don't forget. Never forget.
That was Lonzo anchoring that defense.
Oh, true.
That wasn't even 2 years. That was a long time ago.
Lonzo and Caruso was really anchoring a top 10 defense.
That shit was fun.
It was.
My top team I got is the Grizzlies. Obviously, they missed a whole year, but Ja being back is just one exciting thing. I think Desmond Bane is one of the players that gets better every year. Jaren Jackson Jr. was kind of like by himself last year. And then we also got the young guys that had all the opportunity from the players missing time.
Ironic about that?
What?
Jaren Jackson may not be there.
Yeah, I don't think
hamstring injury.
He won't be ready tomorrow.
It's like they can't
get out of their own way. Gigi, Vince, Jaren. Out.
Well, the backcourt at least I need to see back.
Yeah.
Ja and Desmond Bane with Zach Edey down there. Hopefully he can hold it down a little bit till Jaren get back.
Is Brandon Clark?
You ain't even mentioned the
Brandon
best
Clark
player
probably
on the
going
whole
to start
team.
the 4 then.
Who?
Forgot his name already.
The
little guard that got the contract.
Oh, yeah.
Say what, Derek?
I said Brandon Clark's probably going to start the 4.
You said Brandon Clark started the 4?
It might be Santi Aldama.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
And let Brandon just be the backup 5 man.
Yeah.
I also had the Golden State Warriors as one of my top 5 for all the reasons you said. Steph Curry is Steph Curry, and I'm intrigued by the young players. Kuminga didn't get his bag. What would that mean?
Apparently,
Pods,
they was far apart too.
Yeah, he wanted 40. He wanted the Franz Wagner.
Yeah.
Without doing the Franz Wagner
He
stuff.
thinks he's Pascal or Kawhi type jumping him.
And the best thing that happened to them is to watch some Houston Rockets do sign for less than that. Like, yeah, you see what Jalen Green got. You see.
I had the Warriors as well, and the Grizzlies. But the Jonathan Kuminga thing, I think, is a good conversation we missed on talking about the extensions. Because what do y'all think of that when he?
What is his agent? Is his agent telling him nah?
His agent is saying that the Brooklyn Nets will offer you a max offer sheet next offseason.
But is his agent talking to Brooklyn getting that confirmed?
No,
Or
I
is
don't
he
think
just-
you literally can. But he will be. Him and Josh Giddey are the 2 top, and I'm only saying top, not that they're great.
Yeah.
Restricted free agents on the market this offseason.
Yeah.
So it's like, if somebody's gonna throw money at restricted free agency, this free agency class is already kind of bare now that Aaron Gordon is signed and this guy signed. That like the few teams that have money are these lower level teams that might be willing to overpay for a 24-year-old guy with some potential. So worst case scenario, that contract that you offered me will still be on the table.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, somebody else give me more and you have to match, or I'll just go to the next team.
There's also a scenario where he doesn't play that good this season. Now that contract that you did say isn't on the table.
Because he definitely gonna have that green light this season. He's been taking all the
They already
pull-up
said
shots.
it. I don't see a world where he won't get his, let's say, $30 million like a
Yeah.
Jalen Green. I think there's more upside for him to get more this offseason.
I agree. Because I was about to ask you, what in what world you think you're finna have that bad of a year?
No, I'm not saying you're gonna like. He could have a down year. Like that's. Like,
No, but in order to lose that contract, he would have to really, really shit the bed.
Yeah, that's true. He would have to like play significantly under.
Like crazy.
Or knock on wood, some unfortunate injury.
And even then, I hope the Warriors would do right by him. But then again, it's a business, so I'm not sure.
Do we all have OKC as a top 5 team?
They were so.
There was some teams I didn't put
That's
in.
why it's like,
I can't say that because I put Dallas at 1. Like they were probably.
I don't think that's very obvious.
Dallas is
Dallas-
probably
I
going to be
didn't
my
have
most
Dallas
watched,
as my top 5.
my watch team.
Nope.
They were my number 1 team.
Okay, not mad at that.
Especially because they have Klay Thompson now. I'm very excited to see that. Second year from Darrick Lively. His aggression from what I saw in preseason. I'm very intrigued by that, especially if he's going to be posting up and being aggressive like that. That's something that gives them a whole different look, especially when you're talking about them being one-dimensional with the lobs and like the little dump. Now they have a whole different way to utilize him to where like you can't really, like for instance, the Celtics, they played a way to where they just pretty much said, we're going to eliminate all these damn lobs to Lively. If he could implement this into his game where he's posting up and being aggressive, now you got to send double teams. Now, and also he's a great passing big to where now he can make plays. I think he's evolving his game to where he's really going to help become a very nice threat within this offense to where it's not also all one-dimensional.